Ito na mga kababayan, yung mga maiinit na kaganapan, yung mga taga-nausog, patong-patong na problema yung kinakaharap. Sabi nga natin, the time of reckoning has come. Sumobra kasi. Kaya ito ngayon mga kababayan ang kinakaharap nilang mga problema. Sabi dito sa balita ng Politico News, damay pati SMNI, Court of Appeals freezes assets of Kibuloy, Kingdom of Jesus Christ. Tapos, mga kababayan, ito yung mga barkada nila. House Mega Panel to invite Digong Bato. Di ba? Inuulan sila ng problema ngayon. Sabi nga natin, yung mga problema nilang kinakaharap, sila man lang may gawa. Pati si Harry Roque. Si Harry Roque nasa lookout na ng, ng immigration at subject na ng investigasyon mga kababayan ng DOJ. Tapos ng PAOK, namumuro na po si Harry Roque, sabit sa pugo. Ito yung patron ng pugo. Sabi dito mga kababayan, Pugo money used as cash reward for cops during Duterte drug war. Sabi po ng mga congressmen, konektado po lahat sa Pugo, pati yung nausog rally. Wala na, hindi na sila makapag-rally ngayon, wala nang pundo. Tinigil yung Pugo, mga kababayan. So yung drug war daw, konektado sa Pugo. Pati yung nausog, malamang konektado sa Pugo. Yun ang napansin ng mga netizens. Hindi na sila makapagbiyahe para mag-organize ng mga nausog rally matapos itigil ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos si pag-utos yung pasara sa mga Pugo. Ibawal na yung Pugo. You see? Ito pa, ICC. Arrest warrant for De La Rosa, Senate Mal Scenarios. Tapos, mga kababayan si Pancher. Wala kayong kadala-dala. Ito na ngayon mga kababayan, sabay-sabay sila na nahaharap sa patong-patong na problema na sila man lang ang may gawa. Ngayon, yung mga claims na mga nausog propagandist na pinopolitika po sila. Wala pong politika rito. O sinisiraan sila mga kababayan. Legitimate investigation po ito na ginagawa ng iba-ibang agencies ng ating gobyerno. Kasi nga po, may nakitang problema sa kanila. Nakagawa sila ng paglabag sa batas. Pati yung ginagawa po ng Congress. Sabi ng Congress po, trabaho lang, House Quad Committee was not created to attack BP Sara Digong. Kasi may binuo na po na mega committee, House Committee na mag-iimbestiga po sa kinasangkutan ng previous administration. Kasi kabit-kabit po. Yan sabi po ni Congressman Ace Barbers. May sindikato niya. Yan o. Merong criminal organization na kumikilos dito sa atin. Sabi po ni Congressman Ace Barbers, Chairman Committee on Dangerous Drugs. Di ba? Pero unahin muna natin mga kababayan itong issue kay Pacquiao. Pero Mr. Maravillas, nasa na talaga si Pacquiao? Paniwala po ng PNP. Nasa Davao lang po si Pacquiao. Yan, sabi po ni Police Brigadier General Nicolas Torre, Police Regional Office, Davao Region Chief. Si Kibuloy niya, just hiding at Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound in Davao City. Yan ang paniwala nila. Nandyan lang siya, ginagamit lang niya ang mga tao para i-shield siya. Based on the information that we have, we are inclined to really believe na nandyan lang siya. Tory asked Kibuloy, kung talagang inosente ka, submit yourself to the rule of law. Surrender kayo sa judge. Dali ninyo ang napakagaling ninyong abogado. Tama, mga kababayan. Alam ni Digong kung nasaan si BFF niyang si Kibuloy. Kailan sabi ni Digong, secret. O ngayon, sabi dito, damay pati SMNI, Court of Appeals freezes assets of Kibuloy, Kingdom of Jesus Christ. Tapos, mga kababayan, para mga kababayan, wala siyang magamit. Kasi paniwala, kaya fairness po, yung mga assets ng fugitive pastor, pati yung SMNI, may link niya ito sa mga criminal illegal activities. Kaya fairness po, ng Court of Appeals. Freezing. The Court of Appeals has ordered the freezing of bank accounts in assets of fugitive religious leader Apollo Kibuloy. The Kingdom of Jesus Christ in Sunshine Media Network Incorporated or SMNI, the church broadcast arm. Sa 48-page resolution na pinalabas dated August 6, 2024, sabi po ng Court of Appeals, there was reasonable ground anya to believe that the bank accounts linked to Kibuloy are indeed linked to unlawful and predicate crimes, namely qualified human trafficking, sexual and child abuse, conspiracy to engage in sex trafficking, matindi po, sex trafficking of children, conspiracy, marriage fraud, fraud and misuse of visas, bulk cash smuggling, and money laundering. Ganon katindi, mga kababayan. Kaya malamang sa susunod na mga araw, yung SMNI nila na ginagamit sa propaganda ni Jason Sa, ni Badoy, tapos ni Ka-Eric Celis, maglaho na rin po, mga kababayan. Pati yung programa ng mga banateros sa SMNI, wala nang magpupundo sa kanila. So kanya-kanya na lang silang account sa Facebook and YouTube. Pero wala nang SMNI kasi mapi-freeze, freeze mga kababayan. Ipinag-utos ng Court of Appeals ang pag-freeze ng mga bank accounts and assets ng SMNI. Damay-damay na po, mga kababayan. So sabi dito po, in order to avoid the possibility of the funds in the subject bank accounts and or properties from being withdrawn, removed, transferred, concealed, or placed beyond the reach of law enforcers, this court finds it appropriate and injudicious to issue a 20-day freeze order as prayed for by petitioner over said bank accounts, including the other related or materially linked accounts and the real and personal properties enumerated in the ex parte petition. Sabi po sa desisyon ng Court of Appeals. The Anti-Money Laundering Council filed the petition for the freeze order, also ordered frozen by the CAR assets in bank accounts of the Children's Joy Foundation, an organization based inside key OGC's compound in Davao City, as well as those under the names of following individuals allied with Kibuloy, namely Maria Teresita Dandan, Helen Pagaduan Panilag, Pauline Chavez Canada, Crescente Chavez Canada, Ingrid Chavez Canada, Sylvia Kaliha Simanes, Jacqueline Wong Roy, Alona Mertalia Santander, and Marlon Bungas Acobo. Of the bank accounts covered by the freeze order, 10 are under Kibuloy's name, while 47 are under KOGC. 17 bank accounts are owned by Suarasug Media Corporation, the franchise holder of SMNI. So sabi diyan, to monitor compliance, the CA directed banks and government agencies to submit within 24 hours from the receipt of the freeze order details about the frozen bank accounts and assets. Furthermore, the above enumerated government agencies are directed to annotate this freeze order on the titles and certificates of registration of the foregoing real properties, motor vehicles, and aircraft, and to manifest their compliance within 3 working days from notice. Sabi po ng order, utos ng Court of Appeals. Tapos, mga kababayan, ano kayo ngayon? Damay-damay. Rabos na silang lahat. O ngayon, dito tayo sa iba pang kwento. Sabi ni Congressman Benny Abante, yung pera po sa Pogo daw ginagamit as cash reward for cops during Duterte's drug war. Ito yung nadiscover nila sa investigasyon ng committee sa Congress. Yan po ang shocking revelation. Pakinggan natin yung interview. Nagpa-press con kahapon yung committee.
There are exchange of money here, ba? Ibig sabihin, ang nakita namin na there might be a quota system in the Philippine National Police, number one. Although dinidinay ito ng iba, no? Pero ibang mga pulis na sabi nila to. Pangalawa, there's a reward system. So, ibig sabihin, sa reward system na yan, kapag nakapatay ka ng drug pusher, may reward ka. Nalaman namin na this is a testimony of one of the policemen that we have, officers, from 20,000 to 60,000 yung binabayad yan.
Matindi.
You see, yan testimony. We like to find out why. We'd like to find out saan nanggagaling ang pera. Sapagkat nalaman namin, nanggagaling yan sa Pogo money. Nanggagaling sa gambling money yan. Oo. Sa drugs naman, alam natin na ang pinatay nung panahon ng war on drugs ay mga drug pushers, mga drug lords, pero nadamay ang mga drug users.
Matindi pong revelasyon. Yan yung laman ng na-discover doon sa investigasyon ng Congress. Yes, sabi po ni Congressman Ace Barbers, meron na niyang criminal organization na kumikilos dito sa atin. Barbers expresses suspicion that a covert criminal organization continues to plan illicit activities even after the authorities declared they have shut down the illegal pogos in Bamban, Tarlac, and Porac, Pampanga, and the 2023 seizure of the 3.6 billion shabu shipment in Mexico town. So itong mga committees na to kasi napakalaki, we believe meron criminal organization kumikilos dito sa atin. That is why it is important that the House, for the House to create several committees. Bakit? Kasi nga, yung criminal organization, napakalaki, ay involved po sa lahat ng sinasabi natin. That is why we want to dig deeper into this. Kaya bumuo ng mega panel po yung Congress at iimbita nila si dating Pangulong Digong pati si Bato. Ayan House mega panel to invite Digong, Bato. Tinawag nila itong Quad Committee. So, pinag-isa nila yung 4 na separate committees investigating the Pogos, Chinese crime syndicates, the narcotics trade, saka yung extrajudicial killings during the previous administration. So, tatawagin itong singular panel, Quad Committee. So, nagdesisyon yung mga mambabatas po. Apparently, because of the, na-realize nila, there was a common thread tying all those issues together. The Duterte administration. So ito yung mga committees, mga kababayan, pinamumunuan ni Congressman Robert Ace Barbers, Committee on Dangerous Drugs, Congressman Bienvenido Abante of the Committee on Human Rights, Representative Dan Fernandez of the Committee on Public Order and Safety, at saka Congressman Joseph Stephen Paduano of the House Committee on Public Accounts. So during the press briefing mga kababayan, in-announce nitong Quad Committee members na they intend to invite former President Rodrigo Duterte at saka si Senator Ronald De La Rosa among others para magbigay ng linaw on details of their drug war, the proliferation nitong Pogos in other possibly interconnected matters. So isipin nila, iniipit yung previous administration. Sabi po ng mga congressmen natin, trabaho lang anya, this is not anya created to attack BP Sara sa Kasidigo. So tinawag nila itong historic in the sense that this is the first time anya it's going to happen because there are urgent national issues that the House of Representatives is presently and currently addressing in the 4 committees that we are conducting hearings on, sabi po ni Congressman Ace Barbers. Sabi naman po ni Congressman Abante, there are many questions anya kasi by the committee members na si Duterte lang ang pwedeng sumagot. So sabi rito, as this developed, former Senator Antonio Trillanes filed before the DOJ another plunder case against former President Duterte, Senator Bongo, former Navy Chief Admiral Robert Impirad, and others. The complaint stemmed from the 16 billion frigate acquisition project which was allegedly maneuvered by Duterte to favor a private contractor. So patong-patong ng problema yung kinakaharap ng mga opisyal ng dating administrasyon sa panguna mismo ni Digong. So going back sa Quad Committee, sabi ni Congressman Barbers, hindi ito politika. Ito ay related sa hindi ito related sa political persecution. Ginagawa lang po namin ang trabaho namin nang sa ganon maiayos natin yung mga ahensya ng gobyerno at mga kawani ng gobyerno na tiwali. Si Santa Rosa City Lone District Congressman Dan Fernandez, chairman naman po ng Committee on Public Order and Safety, also denied allegations that the Quad Committee's investigation was meant to scrutinize the actions of previous Duterte administration or the Vice President. We never mentioned Vice President Sara Anya, and we have no intention. But if the evidence Anya will lead to her, then so be it. But for now Anya, lahat ng investigasyon namin transparent. Nakikita ninyo, napapanood. Lahat yon leading to the present administration. Yung mga nakaupong opisyal. Kasi yun ang laging depensa po ng mga nausog. Political persecution daw. Paninira lang daw sa previous administration. Isabi nga natin, yung kasiraan na yon, sila man lang ang may gawa. Kung nasira sila, hindi po yon hindi yung ginawa ng ating mga congressmen na nag-iimbestiga, kundi ang may gawa yung previous administration. Kasi may nakitang problema po. Unang-una, maraming nagreklamo. May mga complainants, lalo na po sa human rights and sa war on drugs. Kaya nga po may kaso sila sa ICC. Ito nga yung latest development ng balita. ICC arrest warrant for De La Rosa, Senate, Mal Scenarios. Sa press briefing mga kababayan kahapon, si Escudero natanong if he had spoken to De La Rosa about developments in the ICC complaint against him. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes said he expects that the ICC to serve a warrant to drug war proponents. Ngayon, nag-decline po si Chis Escudero to comment directly on the case, opting instead to discuss potential scenarios. Ano anya yung mga senaryo? So sabi dito, for Escudero, recognizing the ICC ruling anya would mean that the Philippines concedes that the local justice system are not working, which is one of the prerequisites for the ICC to investigate a case in the country. So nakanda ba ako aminin na hindi na nagpa-function ang justice system sa ating bansa na kinakailangan silang manghimasok at mangialam dito? So sabi niya, additional processes anya may be required. While the ICC maintains that it was only investigating abuses during the time that the Philippines was a member of the Rome Statutes, the International Court was built upon, the matter of whether or not a warrant will be enforced now is different, sabi po ni Escudero. Additional processes will likely need to be established here. Marahil anya, baka may dagdag pang proseso, yung tinatawag natin na recognition of foreign judgment, na para nga madesisyonan nga ng korte kung tama nga ito o legal o hindi. Tapos ang korte natin na lokal ang mag-i-issue, sabi po ni Escudero. Pero sabi niya, should any warrant be served, however, Escudero said it could not done during a Senate session. He used the examples of former Senators Juan Ponce Enrile, Laila de Lima, and even Trillanes, whom their Senate presidents refused to be arrested while a session was ongoing. The rule anya was expanded in the case of Trillanes. Authorities then were not allowed to arrest him while he was within the Senate facilities. In 2028, Trillanes holed up in the Senate for several weeks due to rebellion charges against him after Duterte revoked a presidential amnesty granted to the former lawmaker. Pero sa labas, pwede na. O paglabas, pwede na. Pero hindi sinasabing immune siya sa aresto, sabi po ni Escudero. Sa malinaw, paglabas ni Bato sa pwede siyang kaladkarin ng Interpol. Pag lumabas siya, di na siya dapat lalabas sa Senado. Doon na siya tumira sa Senado for life. Hindi man pwede, pa-expire na, mga kababayan, yung kanyang termino, mga kababayan. Kaya nga seeking re-election siya. Hindi na rin siya pwedeng mangampanya para sa 2025 re-election bid niya. Kasi nakabantay na yung Interpol. Pwede siya sa labas, mga kababayan, na dukutin ng Interpol. Yan ang lumalabas sa paliwanag po ni Chis Escudero. Sa labasan niya, pwede na. Yeah, malinaw. Oh. Pero sa labas, pwede na. O paglabas, pwede na. Hindi siya sinasabing immune siya sa aresto. Sabi ni Escudero sa press briefing. Yan ang senaryo. Ngayon, sabi dyan, as for procedures on the protection of senators, Escudero said the Senate authorized the Sergeant-at-Arms to do what they can do to protect members of the upper chamber. The order, however, was not due to the case of De La Rosa, Escudero said. This was brought about by the threats to senators while probing Philippine offshore gaming operators in Bamban Mayor Alice Goo. Escudero admitted, however, that there are no clear answers yet on how the actual scenario would play out. The Senate, after all, has no official stance as these developments are yet to be etched on paper. Tapos, hindi malinaw. Kaya, malamang lalong matataranta mga kababayan dito, yung mga taga-nausog. Hindi makakatulog na yung mga taga-nausog, lalo na po si Bato.
Sa mga naghanap ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer drop car rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, PLDT, Aleco Bills, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Lanco Business Park, Legazpi City, Alban. For inquiries, look for Gilon Maravillas, contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan po yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Dumami na po yung mga foreigners. So, mga taga-Denmark po sila. Di ba? Yan, mga kababayan, yung aming mga pogi na mga, tawag dito, mga clients, umaarte-arte sila. Ito naman po, mga British tourist sila. Ito, Indian National. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online, iGlow Serum. Whitening po siya galing sa South Korea. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect entrepreneur. Yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook, Riz Maravillas. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream. Pinapahid po ito sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po ito sa mga pains at mga paninigas na mga kasukasuan. Ito, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Nengxia Red Mix Fruit Drink. Hindi man po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa Gucci Berry. Yung Gucci Berry, may anti-cancer properties. Yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa aming messages sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayan lang po mga kababayan, yung short video natin ngayon. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless.